This is The Scoop for Monday.
I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines. Former President Donald Trump was the target of an assassination attempt over the weekend. Gunfire at a Pennsylvania rally set off panic as a bloodied Trump, who said he was shot in the ear, was surrounded by Secret Service and hurried into his vehicle. Authorities say one attendee was killed in the attack Saturday at a farm show and two others were critically injured. The first shots rang out around 10 minutes after Trump took the stage. About 1 minute after the shots rang out, video shows Trump getting to his feet and reaching with his right hand toward his face, which was smeared with blood. He then pumped his fist in the air several times and appeared to mouth the word "fight" to his crowd of supporters. The U.S. House of Representatives voted on a resolution to hold Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt on Thursday.
On this vote, the yeas are 204, the nays are 210. The resolution is not adopted.
Republican Representative Anna Paulina Luna, who represents part of Pinellas County, debated the resolution on the House floor Wednesday.
If an American is presented with a lawful subpoena, he or she is expected that they comply or face the consequences of their defiance. Why should the Attorney General of the United States be held to a different standard? No one is above the law.
The resolution was drafted by Luna along with four other GOP lawmakers. That was after a press conference and many posts to her X account, where one user commented that Luna should stop posting about it and actually do it. Democratic Representative Jim McGovern from Massachusetts called the resolution stupid on the House floor after Luna introduced it. Had it passed, Garland would have been found in contempt of a subpoena served in February, asking him to turn over audio recordings of special counsel Robert Hur's investigation into the president's mishandling of classified documents. The resolution also would have imposed a fine for the Attorney General of $10,000 per day until he submitted the requested materials. And nearly 2,500 delegates gather in Milwaukee this week at the Republican National Convention for a roll call vote to select the presidential nominee, formally ending the presidential primary. While Trump has already been the presumptive nominee for months, he doesn't officially become the party's nominee until after the roll call. And while Democratic delegates are technically allowed to vote their conscience, Republican delegates remain bound to their assigned candidate no matter what. And that means party rules virtually guarantee the nomination for Trump. An activist in Milwaukee for the first day of the RNC say they'll stick with protest plans, marches, and rallies in the wake of the assassination attempt on the former president over the weekend. Activists want to call attention to issues such as abortion rights, economic justice, and the war in Gaza. They plan to kick off the demonstrations around the downtown convention site. And if you've walked outside recently, then you've felt the heat. Tampa has experienced near record temperatures already this year. And WMNF's Chris Young reports the city unveiled a plan Friday to help areas struggling the most during what they're calling a heat emergency.
Researchers at the University of South Florida and nonprofit Resilient Cities Catalyst created the Heat Resiliency Playbook. It outlines ways for the city to implement protections for its most vulnerable communities from the effects of extreme heat. Whit Raymer is the city's Sustainability and Resilience Officer. He says the heat is becoming more and more dangerous.
Who could ignore the news, right? Breaking records every year, every summer, more days, hotter events, and we started hearing about deaths.
Raymer announced the playbook in one of its most vulnerable communities.
When this corridor popped up as being somewhere where we had a lot of people that didn't have access to a vehicle, there was a lot of people waiting at the bus stops, a lot of elderly folks, a lot of children, a lot of folks with pre-existing health conditions. East Tampa really rose up to as an area that we should focus.
The playbook also gives recommendations to enhance and protect the tree canopy over the city, which Raymer says is an important way to keep communities cool. City officials also handed out sunscreen and towels and had interactive stations emphasizing the importance of heat safety for residents. Chris Young, WMNF News, Tampa.
For weather today, expect some sunshine this morning and possible thunderstorms this afternoon. Your highs around 90. Tonight, isolated thunderstorms will continue until about midnight with overnight lows near 76. And tomorrow, expect partly cloudy skies and thunderstorms with a high near 92. I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop. Recorded at WMNF Tampa.